Hello, it's Gail again. First of all, last week's video I said it was my wedding anniversary next week, and of course it's not, it's next year. And being as we're having a photo shoot outside, it probably won't be until May, June, July, so that gives me plenty of time to lose a bit of weight. Stones though I think is a bit much because, you know, I just can't stop eating. Anyway, this week's fabrics, instead of looking for it, I've written it down. So this week's fabrics that I've received is this lovely colourful kind of autumnal things. This is by Dan Morris at QT Fabrics, and this is the multicoloured leafy autumny type thing, which I must admit did look better on the computer screen. But I also got it in green and green and green, because I do tend to applique a lot of leaf shapes. And also I have been collecting a few fabrics for, well, I didn't know what for. As I said, I buy things and I think, oh, I'll have some more of those. So I've got these fabrics and I plan on making a skirt, and I'll show you the pattern in a minute. And I can't tell you who these are by because I've no idea. I buy them off a lady on Facebook group. So that's one of the lovely ones. And there's another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. So they all look lovely, as you can see. And I'm going to try and make, although it may not be this year, I'm going to try and make this pattern. So this pattern is by the Pattern Cutters, and it's the Sierra tiered skirt. So I thought I'd use a different fabric in each tier. We'll see how that turns out. I doubt that will be soon. I don't know what it's like where you are, but gosh, it's windy today. All my apples and pears are coming down off the trees. I'll be lucky if I don't get smacked on the head by one, I'll tell you that. In fact, it's pretty dangerous anyway, because I have to look where I'm going or I might slip on one and break my ankle. I have just had a lovely visit of my 4-week-old granddaughter. How's that for lucky? And I had a lovely snuggle. I fed her, burped her, had a bit more lovely snuggle. Just wish I could smell her. I have no sense of smell. That disappeared about 12 years ago. I suppose some instances it's a good job that I can't smell anything, but oh, I would love to smell baby. Sometimes I smell smells and I've no idea what it is. I don't recognise what the smell is or anything, and I spend all my time saying, what's that smell, what's that smell? Anyway, if I could smell one thing, if I could bring back my smells to smell one thing, it would be baby. What can you do? I decided when my smell went that I didn't want anything sticking up my nose, and I didn't want them to find any brain tumours. So I just live with it. And I'm still here 12 years later. So, you know, it's not that bad really, is it? Now, last week, I said I was going to do... You see, the thing is, in my sewing shed is where I do my planning and my working out and my measuring and cutting and sewing on the machine. If it needs hand sewing, I take it into the house and I do it in the evening. And I said last week that I was going to be doing some applique on some the Very Hungry Caterpillar fabrics to make a quilt for my daughter's baby. So I've done that. Did you know that the Very Hungry Caterpillar, it's on its fabric collection, and I don't know about the books because I've not got the books to look in, but in its fabric collection, oh, it's over here, the caterpillar is upside down. Oh, I can't find a picture of the caterpillar. No, not the caterpillar. The butterfly, when it comes out of its chrysalis, it's not the right way up. You see how that's the right way up, isn't it, for a butterfly, with the bigger bits of wings at the same end as the head. But on the Very Hungry Caterpillar fabric range, the it's upside down. Oh, I can't find anything to show you. Anyway, I've also appliqued holes in the food that the caterpillar is eating, and there's nothing on any of the fabric I found that had the chrysalis for the caterpillar to change into a butterfly. So I appliqued a square of chrysalis and I've put the butterfly the right way up. So now all I've got to do is sew it all together. Of course, I've got one that I've just cut out of the big caterpillar when it's full, and the little caterpillar when it just starts its eating journey. So I'll sew all them together and layer it up and get it quilted, hopefully soon, because you know time's running out, and I'll show you then. Now I'm just looking in this bag here because I think I might have a little picture of a butterfly here. There it is. Okay, that's the right way up for a butterfly, isn't it? With its bigger wings at the top. Can you see the caterpillar upside down? Well, I wasn't having that. I'm not going to show my grandchildren a wrong caterpillar. So I've altered it. Now it's the right way up, and it's not the same as the book, but it's made by Granny. So I've got that to sew up. Also in the house I do my hand sewing, as I said. So I've got a nightie to mend. That's got a split seam. My bra got mended last week. Oh, here's some more fabric that came. I forgot about this one. Now this is a Moda fabric. I don't know what range it's from. Where does it say? It's Moda Fabrics. Mill Creek Garden. Mill Creek Garden. Sorry, I've got my phone on its side today because I thought that might be better than doing up and down, you know, portrait, so it's landscape. And I keep having to remember to look over here at the camera, which, you know, usually I look at myself and that means I'm looking over there. So that's why it's looking weird. Anyway, this is Mill Creek by Moda. It's very purple. It's a bit dismal in here at the moment because of the big windy weather. So this was an end of roll, so it was discounted. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have got quite a lot of Moda's purple, so I'm hoping it will tie in with something. I don't know if I'm going to use it on a few different quilts or whether or not I'm going to use it as a backing. Usually I use quilt covers in the sale as backing fabric. If it's got a, you know, a proper backing, it's very fortunate really. So that's what's happened this week. Cuddle with my granddaughter, bad weather, more fabrics, mended bra, new things to come. Oh, I was going to show you this. I did a bit of embroidery. Lots of knots on there. 3D in a vase on a tablecloth. What do you think of that? Is that worth doing? Do you think? I like it. Does anybody else like it? You can't really tell, can you? I found a lot of buttons in that button jar. They're all sorted out, and I've got some quilt blocks here that I've not sewn together yet, and I have been thinking of cutting them in half diagonally and sewing them together half and half, like a mishmash, you know, so that I have like that half there attached to that half, so that the squares now will be half and half. What do you think of that? Shall I do that? Because I think they look a bit ordinary, just like that. because I think it's worth wasting a few if I don't like them. I'll do what I always do, and that is put them in a pile and save them for years. Although I have been known to make, what are they called? The squares of padded stuff so you don't burn your fingers when you get in the pan off the hob. That type of thing. Anyway, I'll come back next week and let you know what I've been up to, and hope to see you again.